The implication of God prospering brings profound depth to the interplay between the sublime and human volitions of knowing. In this context, God prospering, often understood as divine favor, alignment with higher will, or the flourishing of one's actions through transcendental support, serves as a dynamic link between the finite and infinite, the human and the divine. The sublime, a framework for divine favor. The sublime represents encounters with the ineffable, moments where the finite human mind brushes against the infinite. When God prospers, it suggests a harmony between the individual's actions and the vast, often incomprehensible, structure of divine order. The sublime, in this sense, is both the sign and the effect of this prosperity. It manifests in awe, revelation, and transcendence. This connection elevates the sublime beyond an abstract or emotional state, grounding it in divine intentionality. Encounters with the sublime become not merely aesthetic experiences but participatory acts in a greater cosmic alignment, suggesting that God's prospering amplifies the seeker's access to ultimate truths. Human volition, a sacred partnership. Human volition, the drive to act, know, and transform, is at the core of spiritual seeking. The implication of God prospering suggests that the individual's will is not autonomous but participates in a sacred partnership with divine intelligence. Here, volition is not diminished but rather ennobled, it becomes a conscious alignment with the divine will. This dynamic is central to esoteric and mystical traditions, where knowing is achieved not solely through human effort but through grace, insight, and synchronicity. God's prospering implies that human actions, when aligned with divine principles, are uplifted and magnified. It is a mutual flourishing, the human will striving toward knowledge, and divine will prospering that striving. Knowing as co-creation. The act of knowing, in light of God prospering, becomes a co-creative process. The human volition to know, understand, and transcend is met by divine favor, which bridges gaps in human limitation. This creates a paradox. While knowledge is pursued through effort and reason, its ultimate fruition is experienced as a gift, a moment of sublime grace that surpasses the boundaries of human capacity. This co-creative process also transforms the nature of knowledge itself. It becomes relational rather than possessive, participatory rather than static. To know is to engage not just with the world or the self but with the divine, where prosperity reflects the alignment of all these forces. The implications for the sublime and human will. 1. For the sublime, God's prospering grounds the sublime in divine intentionality, suggesting that moments of awe or transcendence are not random but purposeful. They signal that the seeker's path is aligned with higher order. 2. For human volition, it emphasizes the sacred responsibility of volition, not as self-serving will but as will aligned with the divine. Prosperity here is the flowering of actions rooted in truth, humility, and transcendence. 3. For knowing, it reframes knowledge as a divine human collaboration, where the sublime illuminates what human volition alone cannot achieve, and God's prospering fulfills what human striving begins. Ultimately, the implication of God prospering infuses the sublime and human volitions of knowing with a sense of meaning, purpose, and interconnectedness. It elevates the journey of knowledge from a solitary pursuit to a divine dance, where the seeker becomes both witness to and participant in the unfolding of infinite mystery.